if you want to go.
Hello and welcome to the Gaming Face Punch Gaming Roundup. And it's me and Nige here. We've got some news for you. Just before Sony's State of Play, really poorly timed podcast, but hey, it's one of those things. So, Nige, what have you been playing?
Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1?
That,
yes. How you getting on with it?
I'm not so keen on the multiplayer. It's just not Battlefield 2042. It's Battlefield 1, isn't it? So I'll go through the campaign. I'm enjoying the campaign though. Decent.
I've been playing Apex Legends. I just started playing. I'm playing for the last couple of days. And it's probably because one of the stories all of a sudden clicked on. I was like, right. And then it was like, okay. So I started playing Apex Legends, which I'm not crap at. I've won like 3 games in 3 days. There's a game a day. Anyway, with that ado, let's get on to our first story. Right. Hacker has hacked Apex Legends to complain about Titanfall hackers. Yes, hackers. Titanfall fans have hacked Apex Legends in an effort to flag the attention to developers Respawn. Log into Apex Legends on PC server right now, and this was on the 5th of July, and instead of getting the usual playlist, you'll get URLs, save Titanfall, with the subheading, Titanfall 1 is being attacked, so is Apex. Players also getting an important message at the end of each match, as they requested to visit and repost savetitanfall.com. The website has been online since March 2021. Affected players seem to be unable to access other game modes, essentially blocking them from playing it at all. Now, I know that Titanfall has been hacked. Lots of hacks and stuff going on with it. And it kind of ruined the game. Lots of aimbotting, lots of all this, that, and the other. I don't know if Titanfall 2's experiencing the same thing, but definitely there's been some lots of stories about how it's just been not maintained security-wise. It should have been just looked after and then retired if they weren't going to bother with it, which is probably a sensible thing to do, and push them onto Titanfall 2. Maybe putting some of the maps from Titanfall 1 onto Titanfall 2 as an option. But no, nothing has happened. So the Titanfall 1 is currently unplayable on PC due to hackers using exploits. They asked the hackers, some of them, and said, could you stop? And do you know what the reply was? All right. And they stopped.
I would have gone, yeah, sure. Just fix Titanfall. Cheers.
Yeah, fix Titanfall. That's the thing with it. It's just, it's annoying because I imagine you get these people who are really into the game and you should just, I don't know, shrink the servers down, but give it some kind of maintenance, stop the exploits going on, use it for case studies. As I said, move all the stuff onto the Titanfall 2 servers and just look after that. Maybe give it free mode or something. Do with Apex, but with Titanfall instead. It's a bit sad. It smells of complete and utter desperation. I'll be honest with you.
It does, certainly.
Poor people. Yeah, these poor people, just if they're having to go into Apex and rewrite the playlists and put messages at the end of games just so they can get themselves heard, it's not good. To be honest with you, I'd probably have shut Titanfall servers down.
Start whittling down. But start whittling down the servers so people can get games a little bit easier. And like you say, just a little bit of maintenance on the probably on the anti-cheat software. then
yeah.
you won't get this.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I find it's a bit on the sad side. And then we got this news, but I'll put a bump in between. Okay, the beauty of getting to a story late is that you get to see the whole story. Apex Legends hackers achieved nothing of value, Respawn dev says. Apex was hacked over the weekend to protest the state of Titanfall, but Ryan Rigney says all it accomplished was a ruined weekend. Yeah, I could see them. I don't know why they don't make Titan free to play. Problem solved. Free to play. Do what you do with Apex. As I said before, do what you do with Apex. Put it's like kind of cool free stuff in there and carry on like that. But clearly they're not interested in that. So it's one of those things. Yeah, Respawn took control later in the day. Other players presumably could still play the game during the attack. Also reported post-match pop-ups telling them to visit and repost savetitanfall.com. So go visit savetitanfall.com. That's all I can say for that. It's the point of the hack was to draw attention to the ongoing DDoS attack that's plagued both Titanfall games as far back as 2019. Yeah, I think I heard about that too. But there's lots of other things going on there. I don't know why these dicks are attacking Titanfall. This game, it's not going to help them no end. I think it's.
I don't know. It's an older game as well. It's not new and shiny that everyone's mostly playing, like Apex, for example.
Apex is 2 years old.
I know, but it's still. If you consider that against, I don't know, Fortnite, that's Fortnite's probably a bit older. So, yeah, it's a multiplayer shooter, isn't it? So,
okay, this is my unsolicited advice to the developers. Respawn, strip the multiplayer out of Titanfall, put in the old Titanfall maps and the old Titanfall mechs, and just run that as a free-to-play game and add in things like you do with Apex, or make it part of Apex. You could do that because technically in the same universe. Yeah, it's not fun. Before we move on, we'll say hello to Bilfer with his weird alligator thing, which I never get. We will get to the what do you call it on the get to the Nintendo Switch later. And hello, Dave. So, right, I've got another story here. So I'm moving on quite quickly through these stories because I want to see the state of play, and I want everyone else to see the state of play. So let's go on. Doom Eternal's ray tracing upgrade delivers dramatic improvement. A PC deep dive with PS5 and Xbox X Series comparison. This was great because I've got Doom Eternal and I got a nice free upgrade, and I had to play on it, and I couldn't notice much of the difference. I'll be honest with you. I've seen the screenshots, but the difference seems to be in later levels.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm only on like the first 2 levels. Yeah, I couldn't see any difference. It feels smoother. It feels better because they have 120 frames per second option on it. Yeah,
it's a quick game though, isn't it?
It is a quick game. It's one of the reasons I started playing Apex, because Doom, you have to be really. It's all about the fast, frenetic, and being deadly. And I tried it, and I've been playing too many strategic games where you do sneaking, and it's completely opposite to just go gung ho, guns blazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw the Digital Foundry breakdown of the thingy, and I'll be honest with you, I have the ray tracing option set on my PlayStation, on my Xbox S series, because I've got Doom. You get Doom Eternal on the Games Pass. So if you've got the Games Pass and you've got the Xbox X to download it and have a look at it, because you get the 120 frames per second option, the ray tracing option, and a balanced option, which is a mix. The only problem is in the S, you only get the balanced option. You don't get ray tracing, you don't get 120 frames a second option, which is kind of sucky. Ray tracing is crap. Have you seen how ray tracing works?
No, not a clue.
Is, right, so this is right. Just a quick lesson in ray tracing, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so you imagine ray tracing does the following. Yeah, it looks at light and says, "Hey, that generates light." So we work out the bounce patterns and how it lights from a light source. Ray tracing doesn't work like that. Ray tracing fires out. Imagine your eye secretly fires out light, and then that light then bounces around the image in the room that you can see. That's ray tracing. So we think it would be light dependent, which I think are called voxels. I have no idea. Don't quote me on that. But ray tracing is it fires out rays from your vision point of view, lets them do the bouncing around. Yeah. And you listen to that and go, what madness were you thinking when you put that together?
I would have thought it would have been to do with where the source of light is reflecting off bits that are elsewhere in relation to where you're stood.
No, it's freaking laser beams out of the eye. I'm not joking. I wish I was joking, but it's freaking laser beams coming out of the eye.
Freaking laser beams.
Freaking laser beams. But having the ray tracing option for my PS5 is really nice. Wish I had it on the S series, but hey ho.
I probably got it on my X.
Yes, you probably got it on your X. Hey, no, I haven't got a 4K TV, so it was pointless getting an X if it was going to live up here in the den with me. I still am enjoying it, even though I haven't got the whole how can I put it, the whole shebang. When it comes to
console.
The big boy console with the weird green tint at the beginning. All right, let's move on to our next one. Right. Mum, who bought son new Xbox X Series, was told to wait. Oh, sod off, Mirror. Was told to wait until February 2022 for delivery. Experts cite high demand during lockdown and global chip shortages after factory shutdown in China. I'm not too sure about this because I've seen Xbox X Series in shops.
So have I.
I've seen them in second-hand shops and first-hand shops, or brand new, as we like to call it.
I think you can also buy them from Microsoft Direct. Yeah.
So, Gaming Fan was told to make more than a year for his Xbox and PlayStation consoles. Oh, lucky sod. One mum whose 13-year-old son paid up £462 saved up from his pocket money. Good boy. It's worth saving up your money. For his pocket money for an Xbox X Series console in January has been told it won't be delivered until February 2022.
She said the smaller companies that claim they have them in stock let you pay before telling you when delivery will be. Yeah, it's typical with all companies though. You pay and then you find out when delivery is. You don't usually find out when delivery is first. I think that's pretty standard in the industry for anything retail.
Yeah, it's a weird one. So
you don't go to delivery slots and then purchase on any websites. You go to purchase and then delivery slots.
Yeah, well, you could get an S series because they've still got S series which don't do ray tracing for doing Maternal. I'm not bitter. All right. But I mean, it's
have they mentioned what site this is from, that they bought it from?
Let me have a nose.
Because that really doesn't.
God, I
read
hate
right.
No, she hasn't said June. So no, she doesn't. Well, I don't think they say.
The Association of UK Interactive Entertainment said, our top tip for customers is to wait until you can buy from a trusted retailer. Doing so means getting a device at the right price while having their rights protected. And that's what I think they've done. They've they've seen a price and they've gone, oh wow, it's available. You know, seen a little advert on Facebook, bought it, and there you have it. Delivery next year, please. Rather than going to, I don't know, I think Games sell them, Smith sell them, and Microsoft sell them direct here, and Amazon. They're the ones in the UK.
I just did a quick, you could hear me type, just quick check on Smith's, and they reckon August 2021.
There you are.
Yeah. So
that's it's not February.
Not February. So
and that is only 3 weeks away.
That is only 3 weeks away. So a bit of patience. I reckon you could probably get it from Smith or Game, which is cool. Yeah, I'm a little. I know that people, this global chip shortage and stuff is mad, but I think there's an expression: don't put all your eggs in one basket. You should maybe manufacture your chips in like your country. On the bright side, we do manufacture chips here in the UK, ARM chips that go into mobile phones, the central processing unit from phones, and what used to power the old iPhones were made in Cambridge in this country, which is cool. But we need to make more in this country and more, just full stop. It needs to be spread around. It's like me and Keith. You hear the story that we talk about when you have the RAM factory. We always bring this one up, where the RAM factory in the 90s got destroyed in a storm. No RAM shortage worldwide, and that's caused a load of issues in regards to getting those boosts for your computer. So everyone went, oh, we'll start making RAM. All of a sudden, the price of RAM came down. You're only making it one place. It's not competitive. You need to be making them in Europe, maybe make them in like Africa rather than China, maybe make them in Mexico rather than the US. Might be cheaper, and it's literally a hop, skip, and jump from where you are. So they haven't got to be delivered as far. So it's one of those things. I find it mad that we're in this state at the moment when it comes to these things, and it is affecting. Idea what chips are running out, which is the weird one. I don't know if it's the Ryzen chip, maybe it's another smaller chip that sits inside the chipset, which they can't complete the units off with. But yeah. All right, next story. Right. PS5 has comfortably the market leader in the UK with sales up 25% on 2020. Not hard. November, December.
Yeah, we're in the 7th month this year, 2021, and it was only on sale for 2 months in 2020. Of course, it is going to be a minimum of 25% up over sales in 2020. How is this even an article?
I don't know how this is an article. Actually, it's an article. It's an article to lead into the next article, but I'll let me explain. 7 months after the start of the new generation, do you expect the new formats to have taken over the old in terms of sale? But that's never was a guarantee with the stock issues suffered from both PlayStation and Xbox X Series. See how it fits in? See, look, genius. Nevertheless, GamesIndustry.biz editor Christopher Dring has revealed on Twitter that the PlayStation is comfortably outselling all other consoles at the moment. I know, I could say this. I know more people with PS5s than I do with Xbox X Series. Do you know how many people I know with Xbox X Series? You. That's it. Do you know how many people I know with PS5s?
4?
5.
Oh, 5.
5.
One of them's me.
Including me. Yeah, one of them's you. The other one's me.
So I know you, me. I know me. I met him. And Gav.
Malcolm, and a guy called Glenn. So we've got that. Another Chris at work's trying to get one too.
I actually don't know anyone else. None of my mates has got an Xbox Series X or S apart from you.
Yeah. I was trying to persuade Carl to get one when they were available. because they were on that Klarna deal thing where it's like pay 28 quid a month. It's like there's a price of the bloody Games Pass with £8 stamp stapled onto it. You know, I don't know. But it's one of those things. But you got the EA bit on there too, so the value for money proposition is really good.
Yeah,
and I recommend people to take Xbox up on that deal. Right. So, where is this leading, you ask? Right. Sony are charging £9 for Ghost of Tsushima's PS5 exclusive feature. Right. I think me and you've talked about this, maybe not on the podcast, but we think that Sony are getting progressively shittier as a company, and it's not good. It's because they've been in the lead for as long as they have been, and it goes back to what we were talking about.
Well,
there. But
I'm reading into this. It's not actually £9.
How much is it?
It's £24.99. It's only £9 if you already own on PS4 the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut version.
Director's Cut version.
As if you only
not
if you
the
already
original
own,
Ghost of Tsushima.
No, so if you want to upgrade from original Ghost of Tsushima to the PS5 version, the PS5 version only comes with the Director's Cut. And for that privilege, you need to pay £24.99.
If you want the PS4 upgrade from the Director's Cut, it costs. Okay. If you already own Ghost of Tsushima. Right. No. Do what Doom did. Do it for free, you tight bastards.
Why not just allow you to upgrade to PS5, and then if you want the Director's Cut stuff, charge that as extra, like you would on PS4.
This is the thing, yeah? The game's still £17.
Yeah.
Seriously, the 70 quid. I go onto my Xbox every so often. I open up the store, I look what's on sale, and I think I've bought probably about 5 games on sale, and I've probably spent a total of about £30 because they're on sale. Okay, they're like Xbox One games and 360 games that I really like, and I want to keep and just have it so I can just download it and play it. But this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, Sony,
crazy.
knock this shit off. Don't charge people for it.
I bought Ghost of Tsushima recently, a brand new copy for 30 quid in a UK store called Game. It was just some promotion that they were doing at the time, and I thought, I heard about this later because I wanted to play the game anyway. I haven't yet played it, but I thought, cool, PS5 version. Surely it'll be free like all these others that have come out recently, and given you a free upgrade. And then this is said. I thought, well, I don't want the DLC. I just want the base game with the PS5 adaptions. That's all I want. I don't want the DLC, but I'm forced to have the DLC if I want the PS5 upgrade. I don't mind paying a few quid for the upgrade, but I don't want the DLC.
I don't think you should be paying anything for the upgrade.
No, I understand. I agree with you, but I don't mind paying a couple of quid if it was push come to shove. I simply don't want the DLC. And that's being forced down your throat.
Well, they're saying it's selling value. They're selling you that as a value proposition. That's why. They are getting shittier. It's getting on my wick, actually. I think the thing that gets me is probably Returnal. I would have bought that. If that was £60, I would have fucking bought that. But they pushed it to 70, to which I went, fuck you, I'm not buying it. Ghost of Tsushima, I was going to buy, and then I saw it was 70 quid, and I went, fuck you, I'm not buying it. I will not buy any Sony games Sony PS5 games until they go down in price. The downside is that we're sitting in a chip shortage, so the consoles is going to be in high demand, and the games are going to be high in demand, so they can get away with charging it. being shitty towards your customer. Who the fuck is in charge of Sony now? Because I know it's not the same guy who was in charge during the PS4. Yeah, because the guy who was in charge during the PS3, he left when the PS4 started, and it's taken over by, I think it was a Welsh fella, something Ryan. And now someone else is taken over it. And whoever it is, fuck off. Go and get the other guys back. They knew what they were doing. They wouldn't piss the customers off this way because you're pissing me off. And I'm about to, I'm start looking for an Xbox X series. And when I get it in February 2021, you'll be in trouble. That's one thing. Actually, that's one thing about my S series that I don't like, because I like going into like the second-hand shops and you peruse the games. Yeah, and you can go through the 360 games and the Xbox One games and the Xbox X series games. And I can't do that because I haven't got a disc drive. It's a pain. I wish I had a disc drive. It's like kind of, it's so tidy. The box as a piece of hardware, I cannot praise it enough for being just tidy. It's not like massive. It's not over designed. It's not under designed. It's just that is minimalistic. I would describe it as, but everything feels compact and tidy and doesn't feel like they've wasted any. But charging for upgrades because you want 70 quid a game, yeah. Because they looked at that and they went, well, how much was Ghost of Tsushima? 50 quid. Okay, then we'll charge them 20. Actually, we'll charge them an extra 5 to see if we can get away with it.
Even when they had that deal on, it was matching their state of play cost for the PS4.
Yeah.
So Game was selling it for the same price as the state of play on PlayStation if you bought it digitally. So they're sitting there going, you've got a PS5? So what we'll do, let's make sure we get extra. So 25 quid extra on top of your 30 quid is 55 quid if you do that upgrade. And it's 55 quid to get your full your Ghost of Tsushima on PS4 and then upgrading it to PS5. So it'd be 55 quid in all.
Yeah, it's bollocks. Don't like it. Not
no, I don't like that. I don't like the practice.
Right. Let's move on to our next story, shall we? No, not going to play that way through. Right. We were talking about the Nintendo Switch Pro coming out round about E3. We were right that something new was coming out round about E3, but we were wrong that it would have been a Nintendo Switch Pro. It's still the same chipset. Bollocks.
Mm.
Okay, I'm sure this. Well, I say same chipset. I think it's the same CPU. So we've got the Switch OLED main model. So it's just a nicer screen. So when you're sitting on the bog, so when you pick your game,
it looks prettier.
If you sit on the toilet and play it, yeah, you got a better screen. The blacks are much more blacker, and the whites are much more whiter. I don't know.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So
do you know what? If you have got a Nintendo Switch and you were waiting for a Nintendo Switch Pro or whatever to come out, and this is what is available, simply do not upgrade. It is not worth it. You get the exact same experience. You're not going to get any faster loading. You're not going to get anything extra. It's still 720p.
It's 720. The screen's marginally larger.
Marginally larger. I think it's 0.7 of an inch.
It's 7 inches from 6.2 inches.
Yeah, there you go. 0.8 of an inch. And yeah, 720p. Oh, it's got a lovely little stand. So when you unbox it and you put, it's got a lovely little.
It's the one thing that I've actually noticed a different on is the dock, right? Because the dock has an Ethernet cable built into it.
Yeah,
and it has vents on it
to keep it cool.
Yeah, that's it.
So we've had Ethernet, which most things have had since the 90s, and then some vents.
Yes,
and a little stand so you can. Take it out of the dock. It's not a huge amount to this. Just simply, if you've got one, save your money, and just carry on with what you got. because they clearly haven't fixed the stick drift, but they were too busy sticking OLED into their latest offering. I think if you haven't yet got one, that might be the version you go for, depending on price.
See, see, for me, if they turn around and said, "Look, we've reduced the amount of chips that we're using because we've got, we managed to put as much stuff onto as little chips as possible, so it weighs less, but we've improved the battery life on it because it doesn't use as much heat, doesn't lose as much thing through heat, so it's thermaling's better, battery life's better, and the screen's better." I think it might have gone down as a better sell rather than shiny new screen, because that's all they showed us. Was shiny new screen. And that's what I call it, OLED version. It's not the Switch.
Do you notice they've gone white as well on the base?
White and black, yeah.
Oh, I wonder which console is currently white and black.
I wonder what console they'll be sitting next to. Like, I think the S was designed to sit next to a PS5. The idea was that PS5 owners would get a PS5, and because it's slightly cheaper, they get the Xbox S series to sit next to it. And I think that now Nintendo have now cottoned onto the fact that Microsoft have done that. I do think that's the case, because you got
all three.
All three next to each other. It's like, oh, they look
the same color scheme. Nice.
All look like stormtroopers.
Bit like my shooting.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to our next story. That one. Hit indie game Among Us heads to retail at $74.99. Seems sus. A trio of collector's editions for the Paranoid Sim are launching later in 2021. Now I know we've played Among Us. We think we did it. Was it Christmas or New Year's with the
Something
kids?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something because it was like something we could all sit down and play. I know that they've increased the lobby, so it's got up to 15 players, which is mentioned in this. Among Us is jettisoning its all digital existence with physical releases of the fan favorite multiplayer Paranoid Sim going to PS4, Xbox XS series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. Better be crossplay. Seriously, better be crossplay. If it's not crossplay, there's a problem with it. Initially set aboard a spaceship with later maps added in an orbital platform, planetary colony, and an airship. Among Us supports groups of up to 15 players with 3 randomly assigned imposters trying to sabotage the other's efforts. Originally lasted in 2018, surged to popularity mid-2020, where it was easily available on smartphones and PC. Plus, the accessible approach to multiplayer helped become a proxy for socializing during the waves of the early pandemic. Right. So, while there's no release date on the release date yet beyond later this year, the sets will range in price from $27.99 to a whopping $74.99. Now, they didn't say if it was. This is all physical, so I'm assuming this is collector's stuff. So I'm assuming it's like, what's that one that Bapster loves?
Yeah, so this all looks like I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the place, but yeah, these all look like different sets, collector's editions that you can buy, and you get varying degrees of stuff that comes in your kit. So yeah, that's why they're so expensive. You're getting there's a plushie in this one, and it's not, there's not a huge amount in here to make you go, oh wow, yeah, that's worth $75.
Plushie, some stickers, an enamel pin, lanyard,
a cap.
beanie. What they should have put in there is an Among Us onesie. That would have worked with no arms.
Yeah. Why not?
That would have worked. But okay, it's cool. I think Among Us might have run its course though as a game. No one's really playing it anymore, so they're a little late to the party in this regard. I think.
Isn't Among Us free to play and download on at least your phones? It is.
Yes, it is, but not on the
not on PC.
I think it's Oh, crikey, let me have a...
Probably about a £5 on Steam or £3 or something like that. So they've got a lot of people play it on PC.
Yeah.
And I think there's a bunch of different mods that you can have on there. Different people have modded it to have varying degrees of game modes.
There is what they've done. What some people have done, they've done hide and seek mode where the imposters have really poor vision. Yeah, but they don't have to do any tasks. They just run away from the imposter because the imposter can just kill anyone it sees. But people have just done that from just tweaking the game settings. No mods or anything like that. Just tweak the game settings to create a kind of custom. It's
my kids £3.99.
$3.99 on the Steam store. Sorry.
Yeah, so they've made a bit of money from it. There would be a bunch of people who play it on PC, but I bet you a hell of a lot more people play it on their mobile. But yeah, some of these mods that my kids like watching people play it on YouTube. And they've got varying mods, like they had a weightlifting one. Like the more tasks you do to build up your muscles, and then you arm wrestle and all that sort of nonsense. And then there's other stuff where you can be a T-Rex and you go, get all angry with your little T-Rex arms and stuff. But people have modded the game to make it more interesting now, because the old game the novelty's worn off. It's
I know what you mean. I think it has run its course when it comes to that sort of thing. It's interesting. Yeah, I would like to play 15-person lobby version of Among Us. I imagine when we get to socialise this weekend, Nigel.
Yeah,
socialise this weekend, that the kids will be playing it. I told you when they got to a certain age, they'd stop running around the garden going, and they'd be like, yeah, whatever.
What are you doing? I'm talking to him, but he's sat next to you. Talk to him. Yeah, here we are. I'm texting him.
Okay.
Look, he said something funny. Yeah.
He did say something funny. Right. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to watch the state of play on the channel, and if Nigel wants to stay for a bit and then duck out, he's quite welcome to. But if I want to state of play, but I have to set the screen up a certain way so I can watch it. I'm about 3 minutes behind, so I will do like a live reaction, and hopefully that'll be good for the guys watching or the guys listening on the podcast. Might have to edit it out, so the podcast might be on the late side. So, Nigel, if you want to stay, that's fine, but I'm going to have to turn it into this view. No, sorry, this view with this here. Like that.
Is it the wrong person you got here?
Yeah, it's the wrong person I got here. It's me. So I can now put it on here like this and go boom. So now I can react to the state of play. So, Nigel, if you want to stay around, you're quite free to, but I'm going to watch the state of play and react to it really badly. So, yes, because I'm only a couple of minutes behind. I'm desperate to see what's going on. And we'll probably talk about it next week. So, better watch it tomorrow and take notes. I removed him from the stream.
No. So, which state of play is it? What company? Is it Sony?
Sony, yes.
Ah, okay. I need to crack. Just for it's getting fucking hot in here, so I'm going to turn my window open.
It's going to get hot now. I can turn my fan on. Just hopefully keep everything going. So anyway, Nigel, say goodbye for you for now, and I will react to the state of play live. Should be hopefully interesting. He says.
And I'll catch you lot later. Hopefully you lot enjoy this live reaction of Gareth.
Yeah, so well, I'm just going to put the volume on to see if we can. Can you hear that? Excellent. Well, I'm going to turn it down just ever so slightly. So I'm sorry, Nigel.
Who look into the eyes,
and I will see you later while you swap me out for
opportunity.
Yes. Oh God.
Their stories
this
will
way
once
around.
be fear.
It's on bloody 6 frames a second, so it's
And there are those who see potential. The light within the soul.
Ah, I
A chance
remember
to lift
this.
someone up to achieve the impossible.
See you, Nige.
Their stories.
I haven't played this on
rise
PlayStation
to
VR.
legend.
It's the mouse game, and I cannot remember what it's called. What is it called?
So tell me, what do you see in Quill?
Hopefully it can't hear
Because
me.
her story depends on you.
Interesting. Kind of looks like the thing from, what was it? Sandy game. Okay, I'm going to Google why this is going on to try and figure it out. I think it is. What is it? I've seen it. It's on the bloody box up there. It is moss. Okay. So we got Mousy Mousy does Mousy Mousy things. Don't have to be any
Thanks
good.
for kicking off our new state of play, Quill. Moss 2 is currently in development.
Nah, let's not listen to her. It was an annoying announcer who was told to do it in 7 takes. So that we got here, we got
from the team at Ilphonic.
Arcade Again. We're waiting for some God of War. Is there going to be some God of War? That's what we're after. So, Arcade Again, what's going on here? Lots of cut scenes. Okay. This looks like a child-friendly version. Well, I say child-friendly version of Fortnite crossed over with the Squiddy Inky game. What's that called? I cannot remember. I'm tired. That's why I was up at 5 this morning. Am I excited for this game? Does this game scream appeal to me? Can I see this game appealing to anyone? The answer, no. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here. It looks like Fortnite does this. Why aren't we doing this? Yeah, not excited.
That was your first look at Arcade-A-Get-It,
Oh,
which
no,
begins
go away.
early access.
Let's get rid of a voice for a moment. The next one.
Midgard arrives later this.
Okay, so we've got Tribes of Midgard on the PS5 and PS4. Now the PS5 will probably be ridiculous expensive.
From North
So let's look
and I'm here to tell you more about how
Tribes
Tribes
of
of
Midgard.
Midgard will grow
Okay.
even bigger after launch. With
So
free
this
season
looks
updates.
like the
Tribes of
Diablo.
Midgard is a 10-player
We've done it
survival
Diablo
action
slash
RPG,
Dota kick here
where
for
you
this
play
one.
as an Einherjar, a legendary Viking warrior revived by Odin himself.
Yeah,
to
because
stop
look at that
Ragnarok.
pink-haired
There
one
are
there.
2 primary game modes.
I remember lots of
session-based saga
pink-haired
mode
Vikings
and
and
the
all the
endless survival
legends.
mode that are all about exploring
Like he had
Midgard,
pink hair,
powering
if I
up
remember
your
correctly.
character, and fortifying
Okay,
your
I
own
know, it's
village to
personalization.
stand against giants bent on destroying the seat of Yggdrasil. New seasonal updates will change the way you
Yggdrasil.
play and add challenges for you and your tribe to overcome. The
So
game
we got
launches
here.
with Season 1, The Wolf Seg. It includes new classes, exclusive
Fenris?
loot, and a powerful
Fen's got
new
Fenris.
boss.
It's all about wolves and there's no Fenris and it's Norse mythology. It's
There will
crap.
be 8 different classes to unlock and choose from. Let's take a quick
Should
look
just
at the
be
Ranger,
one
of our
class.
2 starting classes.
Viking Marauder.
As you gain levels, you unlock game-changing abilities in your class skill tree to match your playstyle, like the lightning fast quick shot or the powerful slowpoke. Because classes are complementary, it's fun to have a bit of everything in your tribe. We're excited to see how your strategies will change as classes expand in future updates.
Yeah. Okay, not for me, but I can see that appealing
Season
to
1
some
also
people.
introduces
Oh,
runes,
still going.
which give you new special powers to customize your
runes.
character even more. The Wolf Saga will launch with 30 runes, including the Might of Mjolnir, which add powerful chain lightning arcs to your attacks. You can use multiple runes together, and the effects can get pretty wild. You'll end up with different rune combinations each session, so you'll always have new ways to experiment.
Sounds nothing.
Last
Exciting.
but not least, the biggest part of every season are saga quests, a series of
So it's a
quests that will bring you
cell
across
shaded
Midgard.
game.
In season 1 saga, you'll unlock the
It's a cell-shaded game. It's got some bits in there. Diablo-esque gameplay. So if you like that, then yeah, definitely for you. Got the old loot thing. They haven't talked too much about loots outside, kind of getting runes and stuff. It's, you know. Oh my god, no.
beginning. Tribes
Not
of
for
Midgard
me.
will keep
Can see
expanding
for other
with
people.
more seasons that explore different parts of Norse mythology and add even more to the game. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Midgard soon
Sounds
on
free to
July
play with
27th.
microtransactions. Let's have a look. Get to the end. Is it going to be free to play with microtransactions? Let's see. Well, they're not going to tell us. No.
Port City's as good as lost. Must you go back?
I must go back.
A rabbit with a bionic arm. Okay, this looks interesting. So, side-scrolling beat 'em up with that 2.5D. Bit of bullet hell. It's called Fist. Forged in the Shadows torch.
Up next, what do you get when you mix fighting
Ooh.
games and battle royale?
What do you mean battle? You get another game trying to cash in on Fortnite. What'd you get if you get... Yeah, no. Lots of slow-mo. Maybe Zack Snyder did the trailer. Maybe there's not
Of the
much
battle
to
between
show.
demons and hunters.
Hi everyone, I'm John Georgie from Mantisco, and on behalf of our studio, I am thrilled to welcome you to the world of Hunter's Arena.
Looks pretty.
In
Does
this
look
mystical
pretty.
world, you will play as hunters who must fight deadly demons as well as other online players in order to survive. As a skillful
Dynasty
hunter, you will
Warriors
master
kinda
powerful
looking.
swordplay and martial arts, and will be constantly tested of your skills of precise timing and fast decision making. However, don't forget to have a little fun on your journey by customizing your weapons from disco balls to rubber ducks.
Oh my god.
As you explore our expansive maps, you will be able to explore dungeons and slay ancient demons to level up.
Slay ancient demons.
We
That's
look
going to be...
forward to seeing your personalized
Okay.
strategies on your hunt. Another huge threat to look out for is none other than one of your own, a hunter. Always have different strategies in mind and use the environment around you when facing your enemies. Utilize bushes for ambush or drop strike from higher grounds to unleash a lethal blow on unexpected enemy
Bushes
players.
for ambush, huh? Bushes for ambush, hey?
Hunter's Arena features 2 battle royale modes, solo and trio. In solo mode, you will solely take on other enemy players as
Not
well
duo.
as deadly demons
I can't just
lurking
do straight
behind your back
two-player
in a
co-op.
30-player free-for-all.
Couch
In
co-op.
trio mode, you'll be able to team up with your friends, where focusing on teamwork and planning out strategies are crucial in achieving victory. There is so much more to experience in this fascinating world. I can't wait for you to encounter the countless dangers waiting in Hunter's Arena when it launches next month on PS4 and PS5. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see
It
you
looks
all soon.
Pretty. I think it'll be
Hunter's
alright if you're into that
Arena.
sort of thing. Not into that sort of thing. Want something... Bit of
Jump
mystery.
into battle royale action
Bit of
when Hunter's
sci-fi,
Arena
maybe.
Legends arrives on PS.
I'll turn her voice off for a moment because it's a little too obnoxious.
The PS4 and PS5 versions at no extra cost, starting August 3rd.
Oh, cool. Get it with PS Plus. So I can give it a go. I may play it with Nigel, but I have to find a third person. I only know 5 people, including myself, who have PS5s. See, all right, okay. So you got martial arts dude fighting near cell shaded style fat dudes, sumos. It's gonna be Kung Fu Master sort of thing, isn't it? Because he keeps getting old. It's weird because they're showing him getting older in this trailer. So it keeps going age and increasing. But it's not showing him getting older, not showing him training more, not showing him doing more. Yeah, gets beaten up, goes back, does training, goes back, does more training. What is this? This is Kung Flu, the game. Oh, come on. Sifu, not waifu. Early 2022. Right, okay, I see what they did there. Well, it'll be 50
Ever
quid on the
wanted to explore
PlayStation
an alien
4
planet?
and
Then this next game is
ridiculous
for-
price on the PS5. Come on, let's see what the next one they've got. Come on, something exciting. It should be ending with Ragnarok. That's what we got here. Oh no, it's an endless runner, isn't it? Is it Wipeout? Please be Wipeout.
This is Jett, the Far Shore, created by Super Brothers and Pine Scented, with
Okay.
a score by Scientific. In
Okay,
Jett, you
got
play
this.
as May, one of a unit of aviator scientists.
Oh my God, they're
who
all
embark
fucking
on an
ugly.
interstellar trip
You have the most
and
ugliest
alight on a mythic
cast of
ocean
characters
planet
ever.
where they dream of securing a
Pug-faced
future for
goblins.
their species.
It's mad. Come on,
We
let's go.
aspired to create a video game to express our own feelings of awe when we look up at the starry sky.
Okay.
Jett is all about motion, whether it's weaving through trees or jumping over obstacles. I love that sense of speeding through a remarkable natural space under a grand sky and suddenly being in someone's helmet, boots on the ground. Jett's premise involves exploration and discovery. However, our design doesn't rely on combat or resource extraction, and the characters go to some lengths to tread lightly, giving indigenous wildlife a wide berth.
It's a hippie game for hippies.
And avoid
It's
conflict.
hippie shit.
As a Jett scout, you'll inspect living things and employ your Jett's tools to figure out what makes them tick. Occasionally, you'll run into trouble, and you'll have to use everything at your disposal to emerge unscathed. Over the years, we've contemplated what might be on the minds of interstellar explorers.
Why are they so
What
ugly?
might propel them. And
I
what
know you're
might
going
haunt
for
them.
a
And so
stylized
our
thing,
story
but not
provides
that
some occasional
ugly.
glimpse
Look at,
into May's dreams,
Someone's
memories, and
carved a
vision.
face out of a block of wood.
At heart, Jett is a laid-back and enjoyable exploratory action adventure.
I will decide if it's
set
enjoyable,
within
mate.
An intriguing new science fiction cosmos. Jett has had a long road. For a few years, there were only 3 of us. Since then, this vision has been sharpened and bolstered by an all-star squad. We hope you'll embark with us.
But that might be the most appealing game they've shown to me so far.
Let's check in with our friends at Sega
Oh
for more
no,
on
that's
2
not. No,
upcoming
no, don't
events.
listen to your voice. It's like nails down chalkboard. We'll go ahead. Demon Slayer. Ooh. Whatever it is, Chronicles.
A mansion. Is this the place?
I'm scared.
It's okay. I'm with you. I'll keep you safe. The demon's scent is growing stronger.
The door! It just closed on its own! You saw it, right? I don't care who! Just come and fight me! Whoever shows up will be my next prey!
I'm a demon slayer! Rank Mizunoto! Tanjiro Kamado!
Here I come!
And he's wielding Nichirin swords! Is he with the Demon Slayer Corps?
Zenitsu?
Okay, this is based on an
He's
anime
not just
or
pretending.
manga. I have no idea what it's about.
Thunder breathing. First form. Thunderclap and flash.
Looks interesting.
To rip such a huge target to shreds!
How could this human wound me?
Let's go. I'm not giving up. Not ever. Keep moving forward. Stay sharp. Give it everything you've got. You can do it!
I'll get my hands on that rare blood and reclaim my rightful place among the 12 Kizuki.
Yes, I've got it now.
Okay. Okay. Weeb shit.
Your Honor.
If you like it, you like it, but I'm allowed to take this out of it.
In a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. Oh, maybe you hadn't heard that.
Okay, looks like a Japanese Tokyo kind of set mystery sort of thing.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious.
It's too suspicious. Is this Onimusha? Not Onimusha.
Suspicious.
Oh, what's the other one? Dreamcast came out, everyone raving about it.
Get him, Yagami bot. Take a nap.
Or is this a game based on the game designer who did
I believe in you, buddy.
Bayonetta and that?
Watch this.
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it.
They said to tell you.
I'm googling this when I find out what this is.
Final warning.
They've been spying on me?
I guess we couldn't ask for a better piece of bait.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This has nothing to do with her. Stop!
No, it has everything to do with her. We don't know what she is. I have no idea. Oh, look. It's just like the room sort of thing. Is. Right, let's find out what this is. Come on, tell me what you are. Lost Judgement. Right. Lost Judgement Sega. Okay, I'm going to quick
Our
Google
next
that.
game was revealed just a few weeks
Oh,
ago.
no.
Time for a closer look at the expanded and enhanced Death Stranding Director's Cut, coming soon to
Right.
PS5.
Director's cut of Death Stranding. He had complete control over it. I know everybody in the moment said that. They did. The thing that ruined the game was the rope mechanic. Because people were leaving shit all over the place and you're driving into it. It's terrible nonsense.
Then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Rebuilding America isn't going to get rid of the BTs.
But at least we'll have hope.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything.
You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding.
Right. Thematically, this doesn't make any sense. Because you don't kill anyone in Death Stranding because they explode. The bike was cool. So this gives right signing out and give you a big pile of money to make a game, and you don't finish it off. If it said Death Stranding PS5 edition, that would have made
I'll
a
be
bit more
waiting
sense.
for you on the beach.
Director's cut my ass. Come on. Next. What's next? Come on. What's next? 24th September. I still haven't finished off Death
Deathloop
Stranding.
hits PS5 on September
Deathloop.
14th. Let's check out an extended gameplay demo of Bethesda and Arcane's Violent Vision.
Hello, Blackreed. The other visionaries and I officially request killing cults becomes your top priority. Or in other words, murder the bastard now.
Every single person here is out to kill me.
It's fun. I've been cutting short your meaningless rampages for some time. It's totally normal. Death is a typical physiological experience in this place.
I hate to break it to you, but there is nothing normal about this fucking island. Oh, shit! What?
You're gonna give me that attitude?
Could be interesting.
Which means I already know what's going to happen. Am I supposed to do this every day for the rest of my
No,
life?
I wasn't watching the
Fuck
chat.
that.
Sorry,
I'm
mate.
breaking this loop.
I'm Dinga, game director at Arcane Lyon, and I'm
Catch you
here
later.
to
Need to
give
have a
you
catch up.
special look at Deathloop.
Yes, Deathloop.
You are cold. You're stuck in a time loop on the island of Black Reef where everybody wants you dead. To escape, you'll have to take out 8 targets known as the Visionaries before the day repeats.
Bit too French
one
for
of
my
your
liking.
targets, Juliana, is in the business of hunting you down. Fail to kill the target or die, and the day starts over.
You gotta be kidding me.
But every loop is an opportunity. With every cycle, you will learn more about the Visionaries and the secrets of the island by exploring and observing. You will discover their habits and secrets, using that knowledge to progress through the story. Let's
Yes.
jump into a mission several hours into the game to see Colt take on the Visionary Alexis, the Wolf, Dorsey. At this point, you have
Alexis
already learned from
Dorsey.
a previous loop that Alexis plans to give a speech at his well-guarded masquerade party. Let's use that intel to identify Alexis and take him down.
Okay. Hitman or guns blazing, or do I get an option?
You're looking for purpose.
I'm looking for the fastest way out of this place.
There
Oh,
are
look,
rules,
lasers.
Colt, and sometimes people bend the rules, and sometimes they break them.
Blah, 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 blah.
Were you talking when I was talking?
Okay, what is it?
I said it
Ah, okay. It's like Dishonored. Interesting.
I've thought about it, and I think I'm doing everyone here a favor by ending this.
So what happens when you break the loop? Seriously, I want your theories.
Everything goes back to normal, obviously.
Normal. You have absolutely no fucking idea what will happen.
True, but I know one way to find out.
Okay, you can go guns blazing. That's good.
Dying isn't the end. Reprise is one of the powers you can unlock. It allows you to die and rewind twice before the loop restarts. You have also seen Carnesis that allows you to yank enemies around and shift the short-range teleport.
Hey, we killed you!
Colt, do you need my help?
No, I'm fine.
To keep getting yourself killed.
I would like it that he breaks the loop and then dies. That'd be a good twist at the end of the story. Ah, I broke the loop. Bang. You're dead.
Here's where Colt died. You can absorb your body to regain Residium, a resource that allows you to save your favorite weapons and abilities between loops. Over time, you will build an arsenal of weapons, abilities, and upgrades that you can mix and match between missions to suit your playstyle or the needs of a specific task.
Okay. Seems very Bioshock with the turrets there.
ready to...
We use the haptic feedback and the adaptive trigger of the PS5's DualSense controller to bring an extra layer of immersion to your experience. Every movement feels different, and weapons express their personality in the palm of your hands.
Very impressive.
Okay, I'm tired of this one. I want to go and see the next one now.
Don't stop there. Put them both together. The body count is gonna get high.
Invitations to Alexis's party. I found another way in. Through the window?
No,
on the cliff?
No, I'm not climbing on any cliff or window. Just shut up! Keep your eyes.
There's always multiple ways to approach a target, and we just learned of one, a back entrance to the mansion. Conversations like this happen all over Black Reef, and it often pays to stop and listen.
Okay, Frenchie. Come on. Someone out there is really enjoying this. So I'm not. I'm cynical. He needs French. That's the problem. Come on.
That alert means your rival, Juliana, has invaded your game. Controlled by another player or the AI, she's the real deal. You'll have to be extra vigilant when she's on the hunt.
Okay, interesting.
Wow, I didn't know you liked to party.
Ain't my style.
You're all business all the time, aren't you? What is your style exactly?
Chit-chatting when I should be killing motherfuckers, apparently.
Okay.
I'll smoke anywhere, man. I'll smoke at the doctor's office. I'll smoke at a funeral. I'll smoke when people are eating their breakfast right next to me. Fuck your friends. You know what I'm saying?
The wolves play a sick game. Whoever fails to impress the others with their evil deeds.
It's a good thing about being behind in time.
You gonna call me like this all the time, Julie?
Juliana.
I give approximately 0 fucks about what you call yourself.
But you did. Once.
Problem with this game is it's French. Even if it's French Canadian, it's still French.
That's a wrap for today, but we'll be back with more breaking news and updates before you know it. See you soon.
What? I thought we were going to get some Thor Ragnarok. I really thought we were going to get some Thor Ragnarok. That sucks balls. I'm glad I didn't watch all of the old Deathloop stuff because... Okay, it's interesting, but yeah, out of all the things, the weird space game with the people, Jett, it was called, with the people with the shaved faces of wood looked the most interesting. Anyway, that's me. So if you've watched this far, give us a like and catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.